What's up, everybody? Duke of Dandy here, and today I wanted to start off a new series, Discussions with Dandy. Out of curiosity, I did some research recently. I looked up some numbers on popularity between, PvP competitive games versus, single player or PvE, co-op games. And it was kind of interesting. From what I remember, it showed that older gamers tend to prefer single player games and the co-op games, and that usually a lot of your competitive PvP games are played by younger audiences. And that made enough sense to me off the cuff. Older gamers are trying to be a bit more relaxed, enjoy their time a bit more, probably don't have as much time for games as they used to, so you just want to do something fun, something relaxing. Meanwhile, if you're younger, you got a bit more time to spare, so there's enough interest and opportunity to invest in something that's a bit more demanding and skill-oriented. So at first I was like, okay, makes enough sense. I didn't really think much of it. But what really caught my eye after that was seeing the trend in directions. Because as time is going on, gamers are getting older. Surprise, surprise, people age. But that means that we're having a gradually increasing percentage of players who are looking for more casual games, looking for more low commitment forms of entertainment in the form of gaming. What this made me think of later are some of the tactics that these different genres of games use to pull people in, to get them to keep playing. And I kind of realized that there's a little bit of a trend we can see. Back in the heyday of a lot of PvP games, we introduced a lot of free-to-play models and loot box systems, ways to, lure people to come back in and play over and over and over, and to invest in very low cost, but ultimately kind of scammy luck of the draw systems for cosmetics or animations or, what have you. And those strategies worked well enough back in the day because we were still kind of fresh to the whole field of online competitive gaming. It kind of blew up. We had Call of Duty, we had Battlefield, we had, Overwatch was a big one. All these games that focused on let's get people competing, let's include rank system, let's have a matchmaking system that takes your rank and skills into account. It was a whole new world, and so developers were allowed to play with all these new mechanics and see what was going to keep people invested, keep them coming back. But what I've noticed, at least recently, and I thought about this, playing Marvel Rivals and Dead by Daylight, a lot of these games that have these dedicated competitive environments really do try to dangle the carrot in front of you, so to speak. So, if you want to unlock all the free stuff, you have to log in and play almost every day, or at least every other day. There's almost this commitment. If you want to get the full experience, you have to devote yourself to a single title. Back in the day, a game was just fun, and you could hop on, play as long as you wanted, hop off, and it was kind of the same experience. There wasn't really much to risk losing. Nowadays, you have limited time events. You can unlock this cosmetic, but you gotta do it before the end of July or whatever it is. And it led me to think we've taken the idea of gambling mentality in gaming to another level. We have now gone from let's gamble to hey, let's make our game the next addiction. Let's make it so that way you love this game so much and you have to get the new cosmetic or the new, I don't know, there's whatever, the new tag or weapon skin, and we're going to make it so that way you have to play this game almost religiously if you want to unlock this. And I don't know about the rest of you guys, but it's kind of burning me out. I found myself pulling away from a lot of games with these kinds of mechanics. These, hey, dedicate this much time if you want to get all the cool goodies. So I've been pulling away from Dead by Daylight. I've been kind of pulling away from Marvel Rivals, and I've been finding myself investing more time into not just single player games, but also into games that have reward systems that are not time limited. For instance, Helldivers and Outlast Trials. Both of these games have seasons. Yes, they do have systems where you can unlock things over time, but once you unlock access to a season or to an article or a catalog or whatever it's called, you just keep it. There's no time limit. It's a leisurely, hey, tackle it as you will. It allows players to play the game at the pace that's comfortable for them while still giving them full access to all the good stuff. Now, before anyone gets in the comments and yells at me, yes, I am aware Marvel Rivals has their own system for that. Once you get a season of Marvel Rivals, you can unlock that shit forever. I do get that, and I do think that's actually a really smart system. I think that they were brilliant for that. However, you still only have a limited amount of time before you can no longer purchase that set. So you're still kind of being pressured to act in time if you want to get access to all the goodies. If you don't buy into a premium set of a season in Marvel Rivals, then that's it. It's gone. It doesn't really come back. Except for that one time that it did, but we don't talk about that. Meanwhile, these other games are offering me something that a lot of competitive PvP games are not. And that is the ability to just relax as I enjoy a game. Believe it or not, I'm having more fun and a better time relaxing playing a video game. I find more peace playing a horror game like Outlast Trials, like what you're seeing right now, than I do playing Marvel Rivals, a brightly colored, cheery, full of comedy video game about comic book characters. And going back to my starting point, with more and more gamers, kind of reaching these adult years, and honestly, let's admit it, we're getting older, guys. We're getting older. The generation of gamers is starting to reach the knee-popping age. And with that, I think that we're starting to see a slow shift in interests for these gaming communities. My only curiosity is that as we slowly shift in that direction, if we're going to start seeing more popularity in a lot of your co-op PvE type games like Helldivers and Outlast Trials or Deep Rock Galactic. All of these co-op titles appeal to the same thing that a lot of aging gaming communities all really want, which is time to enjoy it without rushing anything. The world moves by so fast, and everything today is like this really quick, short attention span catering. Oh gosh, click on this, look at this, it lasts more than 5 seconds. Oh, it must not be worth your time. It's awful. I think it's slowly rotting our brains out, and I think a lot of the older gaming communities are sick of it. We're tired of these little short, quick, cash grab titles and forms of entertainment. We want to be able to sit down and just enjoy something by ourselves or with a couple friends. Now, does that mean I think that PvP is going anywhere? Oh, hell no. There's always going to be hardcore competitive gamers, and hey, competition is a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy PvP games. I just don't want to devote as much of my weekly time to a competitive game as much as the game developers keep trying to make me devote to it. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to play Dead by Daylight as much as I would need to complete a season pass. I don't want to play Marvel Rivals frequently enough to get to that last cosmetic tier before the season ends. I just don't. It's fun, but it's not that fun. In the same way I do with my co-op games. I don't play Outlast every single day. I don't play Deep Rock Galactic every day. Hell, it's actually been months since I've played Deep Rock Galactic, but I know that one day I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna boot it up with some friends and go, hey, this sounds good, let's do this again. And we're gonna have a great time, and I'm gonna have missed out on nothing. I don't know. I guess my whole reason for making this video is that I'm seeing a slow shift. We're seeing a trend where we're seeing a slowly growing population of people who want to play just single player or cooperative games. We're seeing this slow growth in a community that doesn't really want to do the crazy fast-paced competitive stuff. Or if they do use competitive stuff, it's all casual, right? Like it's not ranked matchmaking. It's not, high tier, oh, this is going to be televised, let's go to esports kind of competitive. It's just simple player 1 versus player 2, let's go, have a good time. I don't know. For all I know, I'm just rambling in this video, and there isn't nearly as much truth in this as I think there is. But that's the whole point. I just wanted to share some thoughts, some observations I'd made, and I wanted to see what you guys thought. What do you guys think? Do you think that we're going to see an upsurge in a lot of single player and co-op games to overshadow competitive PvP games. Right now, it's kind of neck and neck, but the fact is the numbers in PvE and single player are growing. We had a big surge in competitive when it was the hot new thing. I'm thinking it's not quite so hot and not quite so new anymore. And I'm wondering if we're going to see a trend in the opposite direction. Anywho, this was a fun little thought experiment, and I thank you all for joining me on this. Please leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Leave a like if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, leave a like anyway, because I need that algorithm love, and you are my hapless pawn. That's about all I had today. So you all have a wonderful time. Have a good day. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.